All right, the stacks up there are starting to get a little precarious. I'm not gonna lie. The kids on bike.
Oh!
Shelf time.
Oh, we're
It's shelf
recording.
time. It's shelf time. It's shelf time.
Doing these shelves.
Shelf time.
Pas de
Finally,
bourrée.
Finally. I'll tell you
Turn.
right now, you know what would have been made the blindfold draft, which you should watch, easier than being alphabetized.
Oh yeah, well that's that. Yeah, we're organizing our shelves, folks.
We are.
Finally. I think we
Been here for over a year and a half.
we set out to do this. I think week 2.
Yeah.
And we're here now. That is life.
Yeah.
That is life. But we're doing it now. We're gonna organize our shelves. As Nick said, we're gonna organize alphabetically.
Yeah. Starting
Boom.
here with the numbers and the A's, B's, all the way around.
Correct. As they stand now, they could not be less alphabetical.
They are, well, and that's one thing, like recently.
What's the worst? Aquatica is in the Z's right now. That's probably
That's
the worst.
True. That's true. And we also recently, we had a lot of expansion boxes that were separated from their parent game. So we've combined a lot of those. We've really been trying to organize our shelves because we really want to get, Mike bought this boopy gun
I did.
a while
myself a
back, to be
booper.
fair. So we can boop stuff.
Yeah.
And because we want to get our collection, because again, we eventually want to do a little convention, but we want to get our collection at least just in a database so we, and maybe you, we'll just put it in the description, can know what games we have. Because a lot of people
Yes.
ask, hey, do you have this game? Well, you can go look. That's kind of the point.
Yeah, so this is a dual purpose situation. We want to organize our shelves so it's easier to find stuff because I famously have intense shelf blindness where I can't see where a game is.
This
Nick,
ain't gonna help,
You have
let's
know
be
where
honest,
things
yeah.
are. I mean, yeah, well, I'd
not helping
have to learn how to read.
That's true.
So
Which
that's
we
the
do not.
next challenge.
Yeah.
But it'll help with that. But then yeah, we're going to catalog our games and build it into a library system so that in the future, if and when we can have this collection be the game library collection for a convention, we have a system to go doot doot and be like, here's your game for now, bring it back.
Back your butts.
And that's what we're going to be doing. So,
So the general plan we have for this is because one of the reasons why we kept putting this off, because we kept being like, how are we going to go about it? So
What's
how
our
we've
plan?
decided we're going to go about it is we're going to take all the games off. Again, you're only seeing half the room. There's more games over there.
and also in other rooms. There's games everywhere.
There's games you got
We're
everywhere.
not worried about that.
So we're basically going to take them off and then organize them out in that room. There's a little time lapse going on out there.
Loosely into piles of A's
Here's
and
the A's,
B's
here's the
here.
B's, and then we'll come put them back on the shelves in order because we were trying to organize them as we're taking things off and putting them back. It's going to be a nightmare. So we're not going to do that. So join us, listen to some cool music, and let's organize some shelves.
Let's do it.
First stack, get wrecked. Abyss, we got a good A game here.
There you go. Now, what I really want from you is to show grace and acceptance for us, and the fact that there's a lot of these games that are still in shrink. We're so sorry. We really need to get on this mystery date. They're waiting.
What do you think the V's should be?
V?
Yeah. Because, okay, so here's the thing. We're organizing these in piles out here, but we're not starting with all the A's. So where do you think V should be?
Again, in general,
V's
this
going
is
in this room.
assuming I have a strong grasp of the alphabet, which I've never mastered.
Well, it's
so
near the end. Over O. Let's
I've
put-
got an M. Where's the middle?
that's the real question. That's a good question. That's a good point, people. Where's the middle, Mikey? What do you think?
I think the middle should be over here. I don't know. Middle. If A's there, the M's got to be over here.
I know you guys can't really see this, but we're discussing stuff out here.
R-S-T.
V is in
Wait,
there.
Q's before that. Oh, God.
That's true.
Element of
Here's the
PQ.
thing. This is already going fine. Again, maybe we'll put another camera out there so you can actually see what's going on. But basically, the problem is we had A and then V. We're well, we're gonna put the A stack because we need to be able to go grab them easily. But I guess you're kind of we'll figure it out as we go, right?
It's going to be chaos until it's not.
Yeah, that's the thing. Are we gonna play these? Are these? Oh, not quite. Are any of these? These are, Phil Walker Harding, praise be. He has a little kids game company called Joey Games. Are any of them young enough to play with Logan?
I don't know. Let's check this one.
Because we're like, oh, Logan's around. We can finally play games with him.
Oh!
Some are a little older. Are any 3 or 4?
This is 7.
Check out
But Logan's smart.
Joey Games, though. Not sponsored, but just love Phil Walker Harding.
Okay, I will say this. Having just taken a few things down, we now have a lot of the letters accounted for.
We do.
And really, once you start setting at least one box down,
Then you're good.
then it started to fill in nice.
Then you're moving.
I think we have a smart plan here, man.
I think yeah, it's like you just got to get them kind of organized to that, and then bring them back in here is gonna be very
With that said,
easy.
we're only this far in, so
It's true.
It's
But
gonna get
now we know
crazier.
what we're doing, kind of.
sort of.
Question, Mike.
Yo,
Do you think there's a letter we don't have represented? We have an X game? We got to have an X game, right?
that'd be the one I think we don't have, but I would be surprised if we don't have every other letter.
Look at your collection, y'all. What letters do you not have represented?
We must have an X.
And shame on you.
We have Nexus Ops.
We don't have Xenoshift. That's always our X game.
Dang. So
Okay, so what is the letter, Mike, you think? You're gonna be very surprised we have that many games. Because I'm already going with W. We already have like 6 W games in there, and we're only here. I think I'm already shocked at how many
W
W
is a
games.
sneaky
We already
one.
have like 4 V games in there. I'm like, V?
V? Who is even V?
Who are you, V?
V for Vendetta.
Got him. Here's the thing, y'all. If I'm being real, this is my least favorite game ever made. We keep it for you. We keep it for you. Because someone at the convention want to play it. It's my least favorite game ever made. Sorry. One of our business cards was tucked in between 2 boxes. I don't know why.
Turtle Splash.
There's 2 Nerf darts down here. Look at this. This.
Don't worry about it.
This. Don't worry about it. Right in the dome. Look at that. So we want to do a draft where we have to draft everything by shooting them with Nerf darts. Let us know if you want us to do that, because I think it'll be really funny. So that's what we were literally practicing with these. That's what that are for.
A little target practice, no big deal.
Like a year ago we were doing that. It's been a lot. Hey y'all, look at this. One of these done, baby. That's 1 shelf. Easy. Bit of lid lift. Figure that one out later.
Pass the...
Little cribbage board. Ah! There's cribbage boards everywhere. We love cribbage so much. I shouldn't put that there. Put this here.
Nick, we got a problem.
What?
We forgot J.
J?
In our stacks, we go right from I to K, and I found a J. H-I-J-K.
JK. Well,
We gotta start this whole thing over.
go again. Put it all back on the shelves. So the Chip Theory Kids Independent Play Collection. Where do we put this? Do we put it on a C for Chip Theory? Or I?
K for kid.
K for kid. C, I guess? Also, put your predictions in the comments. What letter do you think we have the most of? Right now, S is winning by like a lot. You think it's gonna hold? I feel like that'll hold, right?
I think S or T are likely. Like those are some of the starting letters in Wheel of Fortune, right? So
Right.
Stands to reason.
Yeah. 2 shelves. Don't worry about this. Also, what's this?
Don't worry.
Dungeons and Dragons? Look at this. Player's Handbook.
We're nerds.
Live up there.
Deal with it.
All right, so this one, then we'll move the camera. We're actually getting close to halfway through. How long are we recording? We're recording for
4 hours.
18 minutes. So
Oh,
that's
that's
actually not
easy.
bad.
Easy.
It's gonna be like only an hour to get these games out of here. That's not bad at all. That's better than I thought it was gonna be. I'm not gonna lie.
Another cribbage board. Shouts on G Money. Never forget.
All right, C might end up. C is giving S a run for its money in terms of the most common.
Well, I've just added 1 S and 1 T.
This is my second least favorite game ever
You
made.
trying to play?
Sure ain't.
All right. This is Steve's. Steve, I'm sorry. We still have it. It's being kept in good condition, but we still have it. Sorry, Steve. All right, I'm kind of thinking that there's no real way that S doesn't win based on where we are right now. There's already a 3rd stack out there of S's going. And I see more in front of me here. So that's my prediction. A little less than halfway through. S is going to be King of the letters. I'm unfortunately very American, and therefore I don't know what letter I should put this in because I don't remember what it's called in English. Someone help, please, because we are too dumb.
It's fun though.
Sorry about that. Ping Yao. It's Ping Yao. It's Ping Yao. We got there. It's a P. I was close with that.
You were close to this.
Ping Yao. Good game.
Ooh,
Don't remember the
first
game
Y. Do we have a Z? Probably.
We got a Z,
First
right?
Y. We gotta have a Z, right?
We got a Z.
Z. Ow! Because I don't think Zombicide is here. We definitely do. We definitely have Zombicide, but I feel like Zombicide's at my. Oh no, it's over there. We have a Z for sure. Well,
You just got roasted. Just got roasted thinking we didn't have a Z.
also, Adam's Apple Game in their expansion gave you one of these board game rubber bands.
What? I was like, did you
They
steal it
know
from the
they're
library?
like, this game will explode if you don't have the lock inside. More publishers should do that.
Hook it
Awesome
up.
move, Adam's Apple. Awesome move.
I was so curious, like, where did you get the one rubber band?
I didn't-
Why didn't you buy more?
All right, that's half of them, right? So
Just
we're
about.
pretty much living up there forever. That's half of them. That's not too bad at all. We're like,
25 minutes maybe?
no, like it said like 19. That's not accurate. Either way, we're not that far in. Pretty good. I'm gonna move the camera so you all can see this half of the room, but that's not too bad. Biggest surprise right now is still W. We have a lot of W games.
There's more
But
than you would have
see
expected.
Out there. God, it looks so weird and barren in here now.
know.
I don't like this office like this. It's weird. I guess we have 4 shelves on this side, so it's not quite halfway. Although this shelf is mostly empty. Because this is where we used to have, you can't really see them out there, but all of our like small games used to be on this shelf. We actually got a new shelf to put all of our small games on. So we have an entire game that's just, an entire shelf that's just small games. Because otherwise we put small games in on the shelves and
They
it
get
just creates
lost.
instability and it's annoying. And so we just have a shelf that's only small games now. But nonetheless, we got this on the side.
Now, thankfully, we are getting the adventure box chest thing for Lost Ruins of Arnak because right now it has all the expansions, and as you can see, the lid lift is not minor. It's big. There's a lot of lid lift. There's more lift than lid. So can't wait for that big box.
Camera move over here, I forgot. I was gonna do a bit. I think we have 4 copies of this. I think we have 4 copies. They kept sending them to us, and then we did some work for BGG for this game. I think we have 4. I know for a fact we have 3. There might be a 4th one floating around. We don't need that many copies of Nemo's War. It's literally a solo game.
Which stone? There are so many W's.
So that's what I'm saying, bro. This is one of those situations where the expansions are here, but I think the base game is my house. We're a mess, y'all. I feel like every single time we cut to the time lapse, people are getting very triggered at how high we're stacking these games. And they're like, the poor games in the bottom. They're fine. They're fine. Again, remember, when we moved into this studio, we had to drive from LA up here to Northern California in Sacramento, and we packed all these games in stacks in the back of a U-Haul, and there was no problems. Your games your games are stronger than you think.
0 casualties.
0. Great choice. It was the, real talk, the best way to transport a lot of games was doing it exactly like that.
Don't box boxes. That's crazy talk.
That's crazy. That's too many boxes. I want to like this game more than I do. I really want to.
It's all right.
All right, the stacks up there are starting to get a little precarious, I'm not gonna lie. But we're gonna push through it, dang it. What are these books? More RPGs we'll never play? Ooh, the kids on bike. Oh! The sounds just kept getting worse. What happened? Oh, God.
I would like to stress that I've done nothing.
What happened out here? Oh my gosh.
Man, Nick, I'm not gonna lie, you were just like, it's fine to stack them, and then now we've been proven so wrong.
Oh my gosh. Oh, no.
Steve, this is also yours, and I'm sorry. We will get it back at some point. This is Double C, Carcassonne, the castle. What happened, man?
Okay, I don't know. Mike was out here. I didn't do it. Do we just leave it like this? And just keep stacking around it?
Oh, man. The temptation is to,
Because if we do like
there.
Like there's the bees, the
We see the bees and the
here.
C's. They're just hanging out. All right, that's on a dangerous lean.
I think we're okay.
Should be fine. Gonna be fine.
We have this Ultimate Gamers Cookbook, never cooked out of it. And then the Overlight role-playing game, which we mostly got because we just really like Kwanchai Moriya's art, and still do.
Still do.
Don't play RPGs.
Stand by that. Oh, Nick.
What?
I think we have our first U game.
No, really?
Yeah. Unconscious Mind.
That is a first.
It's going
U.
right there. New stack, baby. Now, what I'm thinking is, since we are over halfway now,
Yeah.
if those stacks keep getting super precarious, we could do a little bit of a load up
We could.
of the shelves,
We could.
you know?
I think we'll be okay.
That's the coward's way out, but I'm considering it. I bet you Nick doesn't even like this game. I bet he made that video for clickbait. I said it. What's up, man?
Hello. Literally yesterday, I saw Praga Kaput Regni at Half Price Books for like 20 bucks. If you're in the US and there's a Half Price Books near you, they have great game selections and they tend to be pretty cheap, and a lot of them are like still in the shrink. There's also seasons in shrink for $20. Oh, like if you're near Half Price Books, check it out, both for books and for games.
Yeah, buy stuff used, y'all. Let's reduce, reuse, recycle. If ever you're doing board game trivia, you need a Z game. Another Z game is Zapotec.
Yes, we have 3 copies of Marvel United. God, it's way more echoey in here. We have 3 copies of Marvel United. There was, Spin Master did this thing on Amazon where they were like literally $5. And I wanted to do this painting challenge thing that I never ended up doing, so we bought these for that. So we have a lot of these.
You know?
Ah! Another Nerf dart.
There's another one down there too.
Another one down there too. Again, we were practicing. Another copy of Nemo's War. Trying to think, I don't think we have an X game. I think we have every other letter covered now, except for X. I don't think we have X. Because the only X game
Closest we have is Ex Libris, which is not
There
an
you go.
X.
That
it's
is not an
EX.
X. It's an E.
Two shelves to go. And down the mountain and two shelves. Okay.
Okay, I'm getting tired. It's a lot to carry a lot of these games.
We got the carbo load in between. Load out and load in.
You know what I'm really excited for is a delivery person to walk in right now, because there are games right in front of that door, and that's not gonna go good. Night Shift, Newsfjord, basically the exact same game. One of the bummers about doing this alphabetically is we can't stack games by their theme anymore, or not theme, but like by certain other aspects. Like I would really like to keep all of our Lacerda games together, but we can't because they're all named different stuff. Oh my God, I should have grabbed all 4 of these. This is a stupid idea.
To Nick's point though, I think that's like the one thing about this is there is no perfect system because there's so many ways you could categorize everything. Categorize? Yeah, that's a word. You know, so that's why we kind of land on alphabetical. We're like, well, that's the most like objective. It's just the letters. You know, if you go by type of game, complexity of game or whatever, that could be cool. And not to say that if people do it different ways, not good, but it's just like, I wish there was the perfect system that did everything in a way that makes sense, but that's not life. God, we have a lot of games, don't we?
Huh?
We have quite a few games.
We sure do.
This will be I just ran on your stack today. You taking a W? Yep.
Must have been something you say.
Because we don't have it. We blew it hard.
We blew it hard. probably wondering what's up here. So these are like random thrift store games that we were either given or have gotten. Things like Colts Across America, which I still want to play. And then Know Your Gospel. We are not religious in any way, either this way or this way. So, I don't know. Sometimes people give us these things and or we get them because we think they're funny. And yeah, so that's what's up there.
Nothing but the best, you know.
Crook, if you're watching, this Dice Throne is yours. we'll give it back to you at some point, I'm sure.
All right, I will now say that we are nearing the end of unloading the shelves, and we are talking about, do we build the stacks in here? On one hand, that'd be convenient because there's not as much back and forth. However, it's so crazy out there that I'm really glad we abandoned these stacks in this room conundrum, because it just would have been us like, okay, all right. So this is working out nice. The acoustics are crazy different in here. We do have neighbors, by the way. They hear us making all these weird sounds every day. They're probably very confused as to what we do and who we are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whoever's on the other side of this wall, and there's definitely people over there because I can hear their phone ringing sometime. They hear the weirdest stuff coming out of this room. Also up there is a bunch of play mats. We don't really know how to store them. We don't have a good storage solution for them, so they just live up there in a disorganized pile, and we're just gonna leave them there for right now, to be completely honest.
So listen, if you are a maker of storage solutions for game mats and you would like to sponsor the Brothers Murph, give us an email. We'd like it. One last stack, one last stack, it's the last stack, and I'm gonna go running crying, last stack, and it's fine. All right, y'all, so games off them shelves. They all are up in here now. I think we should call it a day.
Yep, we're done.
I think we're done.
Bye,
I think we're
everybody.
done. Bye, everyone. Thanks for subscribe. Okay, so I think we just kind of load them back in. Now, I think we'll say this. It's not going to be a perfect alphabetical situation. It's just the A's are going to be in an area, then the B's and stuff, and have it make as much sense as possible, knowing that you're always pulling stuff off and things are going back, so it doesn't have to be exact letter perfect alphabetization.
No.
But I think I don't know, do we start with the A's
I think
and
we
kind
just
of
start with
work
the
our way
numbers.
through?
I think we just start going all the way through like that.
Okay, and we're gonna try to kind of evenly space them out so we have room to grow and keep our system. And then that's gonna be that. And if you're seeing this shelf right here, this is our small game shelf. So we will independently organize this shelf as best we can for alphabetization, but that's already kind of have its own organization in that it's small stuff.
Yeah.
So yeah, let's hit it.
Let's do it. Cool, so that worked.
First things going on so far, these of the larger size games, the only ones we have that start with numbers. I really thought it was gonna be a few more than that. We've got 2 Seventh Continents, 3 Ring Circus, and 7 Wonders Architects. We do have Duel and stuff, but that's on the small shelf.
With weird shaped stuff like this, like the art projects, I never really know what to do with. So much chaos already.
24 more letters, and I say that now you're saying, no, do 26 minus 20 is 25. We don't have any X's, okay?
We
24
don't.
more.
We
Okay.
don't.
Now, Nick mentioned Half Price Books already. This is another thing I picked up at Half Price Books in Seattle. This thing was like maybe 15 bucks. Alhambra, Stone Cold Classic, so good. Like seriously, go check out things like Half Price Books. Go check out your local library. There's a lot of games. Like we have a ton of games at our central library here in Sacramento. It's awesome. There's so many games you can get for cheap or free to play. Nick, would you like to play brass?
No.
All right.
There's also weird little areas like this. Again, most of our small and small-ish games are on that shelf, but we also might pull some off that shelf and fill in like spaces like this. We want these spaces to be a little bit open, but like these are like awkward. So sometimes we'll have like stuff like Barnard. Shouts out Don Gilstrap.
Boom.
We also on the other side of this wall, there's a little storage room, which you've seen sometimes. If you watch like our clip video, it all takes place in there. There is a shelf in there we call the Shelf of Shame. Not because we haven't played those games, because those are enormous games like Oathsworn, which literally takes up an entire shelf on its own. Those games are too damn big, frankly. And so we have, like we call it like the big oversized shelf. It's actually in there. So like something like this big crazy version Castle Burgundy could be in there. It's that kind of middle zone between being in here and being on the Shelf of Shame. But it's in here. Bleh, inefficient, and I don't like it.
Found Challengers Beach Cup.
All right, so I mean, Mikey was pretty darn close. The C's came to here, which is pretty close. Pretty close to being, gosh, 1, 2, it was 3 full shelves, because it's half of this shelf is the C's. 3 full shelves, so that's a good amount of a thing.
So it's just saying to Nick that we actually have to remember to not pack our shelves too full, not only because we hope to grow in the future, but we actually have probably between us 60 or 70 games at home that we need to bring back.
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't think it'll mess up stuff too much, but it'll definitely shake things up a little bit.
You know, you take stuff home, it doesn't make its way back. It's just how it goes, you know? But yeah, we definitely like need to be leaving. I think we've been leaving a good amount. This may be a little too crowded, and we can rearrange stuff. The main thing we don't want to do is like every time we get a new game or whatever, we don't want to then have to like move a whole bunch of stuff and like, oh, I have to move this, it means I have to move this, and we move this. We really don't want that to happen. We've had shelves like that in the past, and it's just horrific.
Yeah.
So we really don't want that. I'll put this expansion box right here, right there, because I need to put that in that main box. I'm not gonna do it right now. I'll do it a little bit later. We have a lot of F games, Mikey.
F is sneaky, and it's not just because we like Friedman Freeze, although that is a contributing factor.
We'll also occasionally put just stuff like up here. Stuff that like, again, it's got like crazy lid lifts, so we don't want to stack anything on top of it or something like that. We'll just like put it up there. We do technically have these top shelves. We don't like to put a ton of stuff up there because it's just like, that's really high and it just feels tippy, even if it's not really. And so, but we will occasionally put stuff up there because it is shelf space that we are kind of wasting. So, this is probably good. That's all the F's, although I know we have Fromaggio. Where the heck is it? Lacerda boy's got it on the bottom. On camera. Sorry, I didn't realize you weren't on camera anymore. My apologies. What happened?
Remember when I was talking about how there was more lift than lid on the Arnak?
Uh-huh.
Well, it just cascaded out of there. Hang on.
There's that box is so full.
There's no help for us.
Just keep stacking games up around Mike.
I'll be fine. I'll be okay. Nice and tight in there, nothing loosey-goosey whatsoever.
Ain't none loose, ain't none goose. All back. Right your back, sir.
Too late. I realize I've grabbed too many games and I can't actually move them onto a shelf.
Every now and then.
My bad, bro. Would be remiss if we didn't give some love to Pandemic, the OG, the reason we're here, the gateway game to the greater hobby at large for us, right here. Boom.
Are
You
A little too stuffed in the S sector. Considering how many S games we have, it's probably a pretty good assumption we will gain more, so we need to have some room. Okay, y'all, we're about to be through with the T's. And that's like the last kind of big chonkers. But because we definitely left a lot more space, oh man, here's the thing. When we bring all our stuff from home, I think
spaced out a little too much.
I think we might be full, unfortunately. But hey,
we'll see.
That's how it goes, man. When this is your job.
U, V, W, X, Y, Z. 6 letters, really 5, 2 shelves.
The thing is, there are
lot of W's.
A ton of V's and a ton of W's. We're not gonna fit this on here. How? Well, so the problem, you can't see over here, but there's a lot of spots like this on a couple shelves that are just empty. And this is nice about when you're not alphabetizing, you can just fill that in with stuff that fits. And because of this, I think we're gonna have to, we'll get where we get, and then we'll probably off camera wiggle stuff around, shift stuff around, because I just think we're gonna have to.
Let's go for throw stuff in the trash.
Yeah, right. And yeah, we're pretty maxed out again already, my lord. And again, there's a lot of space in some of these because again, we were leaving it there for a reason, but it's a lot of games, y'all. It's a lot of games.
But since it's our job, it means it's not a problem.
Boom.
We don't have a problem. We're so close.
I know. Done.
All right, so what have we learned? We need to rework stuff a little bit.
Yeah, a little bit.
Hello. Before we get into our little outro, it's actually the next day from when we recorded that big shelf thing. I'm in a different shirt. And Mike had to go home early because Logan got sick, unfortunately. And so I finished the stuff I was going to do, and then I decided to kind of mess around with the shelves a little bit. And got us a lot more room. One of the main things is that basically anything that was like the size of like Star Wars Rebellion here or even bigger, we put on the oversized shelf. Hello, welcome to the oversized shelf. This in our kind of little supply closet here is where we have massive games like Oathsworn, which literally takes up an entire half of a shelf. Basically any kind of like big collector's edition or like deluxe edition or like Pompera, which is just huge in general, we decided to put in here. And we actually have more space in here. I kind of went through and organized this shelf and realized that we had way more space on this shelf than I thought. So I basically grabbed anything even like kind of sizably big and put it in here, and that freed up a ton of space out there. And then I also kind of just like went through and massaged the shelves, or massoucied the shelves as they say in Belgium. And kind of filled in more space, was more intentional about games we put together, so you're not kind of just like stuffing a whole bunch of stuff in there. And even though it looks very full, I still did leave a decent amount of space. Like down here, like I could go here and then put in new games here, because again, we have a decent amount of games at home still, and we're gonna be getting games either because we buy them or because we're sent them by publishers, but we also have still like a full over half of this shelf. So while bringing the games back from home to here, we will then probably massage the shelves again, get everything set, and then kind of go from there. So I just want to give you a real quick update about the shelves because they are slightly different from the end of this video. Let's go and get into that outro.
So we were talking about this. Again, there is no perfect system for organizing your game shelves. Alphabetical is probably the most kind of objective way for us to do it. However, it creates things where you aren't fully packing in.
It's pretty inefficient.
Shelves. Well, and we also really tried to, you know, keep things as alphabetical as we could.
Yeah.
But, you know, there's frankly
Stuff.
some stuff that wasn't on these shelves that is now. But we do have, again, an overflow shelf that has a lot of big stuff. And
Yes.
that shelf has always been sort of a, I don't know, put whatever up on there. So now I think what we're gonna have to do is like actually organize that thing for efficiency.
Cull
Because
some of
there's
the
things
stuff,
like
yeah.
the special edition of Castles of Burgundy and Suburbia Collector's Edition, things that can honestly go over there.
Yeah.
That'll free up just enough space on here to get the last of our games on the shelves. So I still think it's a major improvement.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be so easy to find stuff now.
Yeah,
and
so-
there's still stuff over the next couple days, weeks. We'll probably mess with stuff and move stuff around, try to make it slightly more efficient, so that we can bring back the sheer amount of games that we have at our place, which is so many.
Those might just have to stay there, man.
I think they might. They might have to say that.
we
We'll
have to get
figure
a
it out though.
catalog, But anyway,
But nonetheless, hope you enjoyed this little jaunt down shelf
I think it's
lane.
always fun and satisfying to organize things.
Yeah.
It helps organize your brain and stuff like that. So
And again, we've been wanting to do this for literally like a year and a half, so
Yeah.
it's nice to have it done.
this was at least phase one of organizing our shelves. We might do an update in the future and stuff, but you kind of now know the method and the reason behind it and stuff. And next is going to be to kind of, massage the shelves a little bit and then catalog everything into our library system.
Yeah, that's the next step.
Which will happen, which will be much easier now that things are sort of in order. So thank you. If you enjoy this kind of video, let us know. We love doing different kinds of stuff. I think people find a lot of satisfaction and make stuff look nice. So if you enjoyed that, let us know with a comment and give this video a thumbs up. Subscribe if you're new to us. We are the Brothers Murph, and we will see you all in the next spring cleaning video. I guess.
Sure.